What's up guys, Miss Bess here, back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video. Today we're hitting the next character on my roster review list, and that is Grand Master Yoda. Now, the Yoda event just recently ended not too long ago, and I know I just published a video of me unlocking 7-star Yoda, and I have that footage later on, but I didn't really go in depth into his characteristics, his abilities, any of that. So that's what we're going to do today. Yoda has typical Jedi health of about 11,300 health and about 4,500 protection. About average for Jedi. The stat that makes Yoda super awesome is his speed. He has a speed of 151, which makes him one of the fastest characters in the game. Otherwise, his damage is pretty good for a Jedi. He does some of the highest base damage of most of the Jedi. His potency is decent, and his tenacity is really good. He's a good, well-rounded character who's very fast. His basic attack is a Taru. It deals physical damage to target enemy. If that enemy has more than 50% health, Yoda gains 25% turn meter and foresight for 2 turns. When you're attacking targets over 50% health, basically that turns Yoda into a non-stop killing machine. He's already super fast, so giving him 25% extra turn meter just for doing a basic attack is awesome. His first special attack, Master Stroke, deals special damage to all enemies. In addition, for each positive status effect an enemy has, Yoda gains that effect for 3 turns. This makes Yoda incredibly handy because it takes the buffs off of every character and gives them to Yoda. His second special ability, Unstoppable Force, deals special damage to target enemy with a 65% chance to remove 40% turn meter. If that enemy had less than 50% health, they are also stunned for 1 turn. That move right there is Yoda's crowd control ability. A lot of people will argue that this move is very conditional because of the 50% health requirement, but the stun is basically just an afterthought. The turn meter reduction is what makes that move so handy. His third special ability is Battle Meditation. Yoda gains tenacity up for 2 turns, and then grants each other ally every positive status effect that he has for 2 turns. In addition, he has a 25% chance to also gain 20% turn meter. Now, obviously I haven't maxed this ability, so that 20% turn meter is just at level 3. The greatest use for that ability is after you've used Master Stroke to steal all the enemy's buffs. His leader ability, Grandmaster's Guidance, grants all Jedi allies tenacity and gains 25% turn meter whenever they resist a negative status effect. Couple that with Yoda's already high base tenacity, and he's extremely difficult to land negative status effects onto. Now his gear at gear level 8 is actually relatively easy to find. Most of the gear pieces are found either in battles that you will do consistently, they're available in the shipment store very consistently, or they are pieces that are found in challenges. And one of the other things that I noticed when I was actually making this video is that he is one of the very few characters that you can actually get to gear level 9 through gear that is farmable outside of guild raids, which is extremely handy. This Mark IV stun gun is farmable. The only thing that you will need to actually collect the hard way is this implant prototype salvage, but it is found on actual battles. So you can actually get Yoda to gear level 9 without depending on raid gear, which is extremely nice. I'm definitely going to be pursuing that and farming him up. So I mentioned earlier that I had already published my Yoda 7-star unlock video. Obviously, you can't find Yoda shards anywhere else but the event, so I included the footage of my actual unlocking Yoda. Now, the Yoda event is fairly easy up to 6 stars. To get the 6-star Yoda, you will have to fight Yoda with 2 Jedi Temple guards. Those Jedi Temple guards do have to be killed after you kill Yoda to win the battle. So if you think you've killed Yoda and you're done with the battle, surprise, you gotta kill the Temple guards too. The 7-star Yoda battle previously was near impossible. I do know people that did get it done when he was level 90 and super crazy mega maxed, but he got nerfed, thankfully, and it gave other people like myself opportunity to actually unlock Yoda at 7 stars. But you will run into Yoda with 2 other Jedi that are actual in the game, like Luminara and Qui-Gon Jinn are the 2 that I got on my last battle that I actually ended up unlocking Yoda. Now, I wanted to kind of follow the same format for character highlights that I used for Barriss Offee, where instead of just speeding up the battle between each attack of the character I'm highlighting, I wanted to actually do the same format where I just kind of transition between each attack. And I wanted to really showcase the way that you can utilize his abilities, Master Stroke and Battle Meditation, in a kind of a 1-2 punch to steal desired buffs from the enemy. In the case you just saw, I stole Kylo Ren's Retribution along with a defense up and some other buffs and granted them to the entire team. Now obviously a taunt cannot be stolen, but you can steal, as far as I know, every other buff in the game. His basic attack hits anywhere from about 21 to 2600 damage without any offense up buffs, and his unstoppable force hits anywhere from around 23 to, I've seen as much as 4800, I think, and I don't remember if that 4800 figure was with offense up or not. Essentially, Yoda is a very strategic character. He's what a lot of other players would call a toolbox character. He has a lot of abilities that increase his own survivability, grant himself turn meter, while also having crowd control abilities in the stun and turn meter reduction, and he also steals enemy buffs and grants them to his allies. He is a very handy character in that regard. He's a good character to have on your team. However, I know a lot of people have gripes because when you have him on your arena squad, for instance, the computer doesn't always make their best decisions on what abilities to use when. That is one of the biggest gripes that a lot of people have, is that the AI has no idea how to play Yoda. Obviously, he's a lot of work to obtain, in that you have to unlock 7-star Jedi to get him to 7 stars, but I think he's rewarding, even though he did get a little bit of a nerf with the last major update that changed characters' damage output according to their speed. I hope this video was informative and kind of helped you make a decision on whether you want to put in the time and effort to farm those 5 Jedi up to 7 stars. If you missed my last video, it was over one of my 7-star Jedi that I used to unlock Yoda, and that was Barasafi. You can access that video through the annotation on screen. If you like this video and videos like it, please hit the subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload new videos. The next character in my roster review lineup will be Asajj Ventress. As always, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.